I don't know what that means.
All right, so I'm taking New England 23-17. You got the Eagles 30-27.
Got it. That's it.
There you go.
We should do a few plugs while we're here.
Yeah.
Since we're sitting on the stage of the Treehouse Comedy Club.
With the Obi-Wan Kenobi of Treehouse Comedy staring at him.
All right, and he brought
coughing.
And he brought his Princess Leia with him as well.
Right. Do the plug. Do the plug. Do the plug.
Really? I kind of look at him more like Darth Vader. I got to be honest.
Vader, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway,
talk to me.
Treehouse Comedy has been in existence for 35 years. They've reached the 35-year mark. Up until now, it had been always 34, almost 35,
right.
Coming up on 35, soon to be 35. According to this piece of paper here, we have reached 35 years of comedy in Connecticut.
And this is how we've chosen to celebrate it.
By sitting in an empty room. You know, it's a good gig.
After 35 years, you know what it is? It's exhaustion. He said, fuck the stand-up. We got to sit down.
Right.
Get those guys some chairs.
You know what? I got to be honest with you. I'm a little tired myself. I don't mind just sitting. Up. And you know it's a good gig when the staff is setting up the room around you. That's when it's a good gig.
We've done it!
And yet we didn't even get a fucking candle.
No.
Everybody else gets a candle.
I don't think it's
nothing.
A good idea.
It's bullshit. That's what I'm saying.
So Treehouse, 35 years, you say?
Yeah, and they have rooms all over Connecticut. They have rooms in Westport. Oh my God, the room we're in right now is in Westport. Windsor Locks, Branford, West Haven, and Newtown. Go to treehousecomedy.com for all upcoming shows or call the box office at 203-230-8700. This Saturday, February 10th at the Treehouse Comedy Club in Westport, the room we're in right now.
Yes, yeah.
Eddie Brill is going to be on this stage.
Eddie Brill is very funny.
He's been around forever. He was the warm-up guy for the David Letterman show. He's been on the Letterman show 10 times.
It was his idea to start the sit-down comedy.
It was. Yeah.
He called Brad and said, enough with the stand.
He's very tired as well. We're all tired. We're all very tired.
Very tired.
Anyway, he's going to be here in Westport. He's been on Letterman 10 times. If Letterman was still on the air, he would have been on 11.
11? That's okay.
Right. But only 10 because the show went off the air. So he also has his own Comedy Central special, and he's just a really funny guy and a really nice guy, I might add. Really good guy.
Absolutely.
You should come see him. He's brilliant. Also, coming up on Valentine's Day, which is only a week away, it's the Lovely Ladies of Laughter, Edmond Town Hall Theater in Newtown. 3 hilarious headliners from America's Got Talent, Conan, Fox TV, Access Hollywood. If you want to do something interesting with your girlfriend, take her to see an all-female comedy show.
Yeah, like the year that I played on it, remember?
That's right.
And Brad said, we'll just throw you out there first.
Because what could go wrong?
Yeah.
A woman, an audience...
all-lady comedy.
Filled with women.
Advertised as all-lady comedy.
Right, and then a dude with red hair.
Who didn't know that there was no alcohol.
And had only been doing comedy for about a day and a half.
Yeah.
And you went out there.
They threw spaghetti at me.
I'm sure it was magic.
It was vegan spaghetti.
Anyway, check that out. Also, February 10th in Windsor Locks, Nick DiPaolo is going to be performing there. One of my favorite comics in the whole world. Again, go to treehousecomedy.com for all upcoming shows or call the box office at 203-230-8700. Interesting. That promo took 35 years.
I'm going to make it longer. Let me tell you a little story from today.
Okay.
Something that I almost did that I'm proud of. You want to hear about the least?
You already told me about going to Chipotle.
Very good.
Thank you.
So today, for this event here at the Bistro B in Westport, Connecticut, the Smith and Milano Podcast, which is a joint venture with Treehouse Comedy Productions, I took our logo and got business cards made.
Really?
Yeah.
How many?
Don't worry about that. 6.
6. Wow. That's one for every person in this room.
And guess what? They're not ready.
What?
So here we are. We almost made it.
When would I be giving out these business cards?
Well, tonight it would have been the night. Tonight it would have been in the night.
Yeah, but everybody we know here already knows about the fucking
That's a good point, yes.
Here's a business card. What's it for? The show that you're at.
Just a reminder, in case you get amnesia.
Makes sense.
DOS. Disk Operating System.
DOS. Here's number 2.
All right, buddy. Valentine's Day, as you mentioned in the Treehouse commercial there, is on its way.
My least favorite holiday, by the way.
It's not a holiday.
No, but people say it's a holiday.
Right, yeah.
My least favorite.
Well, Career Builder just did its annual Valentine's Day survey on office romances. And there were a noticeable drop in people who were willing to admit that they've dated a coworker. Here's some of the...
You know why? Because they can't anymore. Because the minute you look at someone in your office, you're brought to HR for sexual harassment.
That's true.
The minute you look at them.
36% of employees said that they've dated a coworker in the past. That's a 10-year low, down from 41. 22% of people say they've dated their immediate boss.
Wow.
How the hell you get away with that?
Have I ever dated my boss? No, never dated my boss.
Well, because your boss was never an Australian drifter. You've also never had a boss.
First of all, there were only 3 drifters that I ever dated. And only 2 of them were Australian.
Oh, my God.
The third was from New Zealand.
Where did you meet them, by the way?
Just walking down the street.
Really?
They were drifters.
Hey, mate, up at a knuckle job behind the dumpster.
Yeah. I said...
Was that a good one?
I said...
Did I nail that?
Oh, was that an Australian accent?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were having a seizure. I thought you had a sinus infection.
I do. 31% of people who admit to dating somebody at work ended up marrying them, right?
All right.
So
I've dated people at work, but I never even came close to marrying them.
Right.
Ever.
Okay, good.
No.
6% of people say they've left a job because an office romance ended badly.
Oh, that's a bad job. That when it's so bad, the relationship is that you have to quit your job. That's terrible.
I like watching it.
Yeah.
Like if you're not involved,
there's nothing better than the train wreck that happens when you see 2 people dating and you know it's all going to go to shit.
Yeah.
I love that.
Or when they get past the point of frustration, they throw out all their professionalism.
Right.
Because you said so,
Right.
And then you told me something different later.
And they're on a conference call.
Yeah. And 24% of people who dated a coworker admit it was extramarital in nature. That is extra from your marital.
That's right.
Your marital being
your marital is
husband
normal.
or wife. That's
your marital
normal.
would be normal.
Right. Your extra is your
status
side piece.
quo.
Yeah.
Day in and day out.
Yeah, right. That's your strange.
Extramarital
loony ass
would be something extra.
Right. Or outside. Valentine's Day, do you do anything with your wife?
Luckily, my wife isn't a big proponent, a big supporter of Valentine's Day. Plus, her birthday is actually on Super Bowl Sunday, which she hates, by the way.
She hates the game?
No, she hates the game because she hates celebrating her birthday or sharing her birthday with the Super Bowl.
Understandable.
She hates that.
That's almost like people that have it on Christmas.
So when she said, "Will you make me dinner for my birthday?" I say yes, as long as it's wings and cheese sticks. Happy fucking birthday.
Yeah, you're very sensitive. I like it.
What'd you get me for my birthday? An Eagles jersey. Put that on.
Fly, Eagles, fly, lady.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Our relationship is like the Super Bowl.
I got you a signed Peterson visor.
That's right.
What's his name? Chuck Peterson?
Yeah. Who's Chuck Peterson?
The coach, Doug Peterson.
I don't know.
He wears a fucking visor. Who wears a visor?
For Philadelphia. Who's the coach of
Doug
Philadelphia?
Peterson. He wears a visor.
He wears a visor.
In a dome. He wears a visor.
That's a bad look.
On an overcast. You know what a visor's for? A visor is for one thing. Golfing.
That's it.
When you want to keep your head cool, put the sun out of your eyes, and you also happen to hate sunglasses. Very niche market, the visor.
Right. You think a lot of people are wearing visors to the dome?
Yeah, this guy does.
With -4 degrees outside?
That's why I don't trust his judgment at all.
No.
He's going to fuck up something big in the play because he fucks up his head every morning.
And also, too, if he gets pissed off at something, you can't really throw a visor down with any sort of anger because it just kind of floats to the ground. A ball cap, yes. A fedora,
I was going to disagree with you, but this could go on way too long.
A visor, it just kind of goes...
No, because it doesn't have as much resistance. You could get a better throw at it.
No, I say that there's more wind going through it, which will hold it up more.
No, you're wrong.
Rick, go get us a visor. Quick, go get us 2 visors.
And a baseball hat. We need to test the aerodynamics of headwear.
And a top hat and a burqa. Go get all those things. We're going to see which ones are more aerodynamic.
Yeah, sombrero.
Sombrero.
You ever worn a sombrero? They weigh like 47 pounds.
They do. Only when I went to Chipotle.
I put one on at a Mexican restaurant, right? Surprising, shocking.
Wow.
News. And I felt like a baby. You know they have no head control?
Can you steal another culture's thing anymore? You're the whitest dude I know, and you're fucking walking in wearing a sombrero?
Yeah, no. They put it on you.
Why?
Because it's like a thing. You take a picture.
Dude, that's Disney World. You weren't at a restaurant.
All right, I was at Epcot. But I had no head control. Mm-hmm. My head was like bouncing around.
They're very heavy.
And weighed a lot.
They're very heavy.
You know what I realized this morning? Speaking of my daughter is a year old.
Right.
She's got no head control.
Really?
So I was checking out her head today, and I looked at her, and I said, she's Patton Oswalt.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Every 1-year-old looks like Patton Oswalt.
I'm so sorry. Wow. My condolences.
No, you think about it. They're all short, compact, fat, little wise.
Is it a head problem or is it a neck problem?
I don't know. No, he can keep his head up. I was moving on from the neck thing.
No, because now I'm concerned about your baby.
How she looks like Patton Oswalt?
No, that just scares me. I'm never coming over to your house again.
It's just the neck control thing.
I'm never coming to your house again.
Yeah, you'll be there next week. All right, so Valentine's Day, we said 31% of people admit dating somebody, and they ended up marrying them. Right.
So what? We're saying Valentine's Day sucks if you're with someone where you work.
It's terrible.
That's what we're saying.
Being with somebody where you work is fun at first.
Well, yeah, when you're having sex in the copy room, that's great.
And you're showing up to where you're excited about
right, you're
work.
Getting up in the morning, and your marital is wondering why you're getting up so early to go to work.
That's right. You're rubbing Aqua Velva on your nuts. Who you Velvaing up for? I think we're done with this one.
I think we're done.
1, 2, 3.
Here's number 3.
You have the third story.
You know, we completely left out when we were talking about the Super Bowl. We were talking about, I have a list of the worst Super Bowl foods ever.
Oh.
It's the worst Super Bowl foods ever.
Did you encounter this somewhere?
No, but I've been reading about it because I was looking for something to make for...
Show off.
You know, I was looking for something to cook, and I'm a foodie, as much as I hate that term.
Right.
You know, doing this show and cooking makes me a potting foodie. Are you aware of that?
No.
I'm a potting foodie. All right.
Don't say things like that.
But I am what I am.
And
that's all that I am.
Our feet touch.
Keep your leg away from me.
When you said potting. You know who's foodies? Everybody who likes to eat food.
No.
Yeah.
No, people who enjoy all kinds of food and experiment.
You stop taking
and go
pictures
to restaurants.
Of your food, by the way.
What's that?
Stop taking pictures of your food.
People love my food
Are you
pictures.
a 19-year-old college girl?
People love my food pictures.
I'm sure.
Hey, can you put a few more pictures of your friends from 20 years ago? I love seeing pictures of you when I didn't know you. It kind of puts other pieces of the that's when he started.
Why.
That's when he started being a douchebag.
Yeah. But continue. The worst Super Bowl food.
The worst. And you know what? People love my food pictures.
You see how quickly I moved on from me being a douchebag?
Yeah.
I could do that in a hurry.
Should have more pictures of your little Patton Oswalt kid there.
I got to show you a picture later where she looks like now. She's Patton Oswalt.
Because you're just going to show me a picture of Patton Oswalt. And I'm going to be like, wow, you're right. Wow.
Really letting herself go.
Yeah, terrible. So anyway, here's the 3 worst foods for Super Bowl.
All right.
White Castle dip.
White Castle dip.
You take White Castle burgers, you take cream cheese, mustard, pepper jack cheese, milk, you blend them all together, you heat them up, and that's a dip.
You make this?
Yeah. No, I don't make it. I'm just saying.
They make it?
Some people make that. No, they go to White Castle, they buy the burgers,
right,
and they make the dip. And that could be the worst Super Bowl food of all time.
That's disgusting.
It is disgusting. All right, here's the second worst one: bologna cake.
What's bologna?
Or bologna. If you're classy.
You just stack bologna into a cake.
What you do is you take layers and layers of bologna, and then you separate it by ranch-flavored cream cheese, which acts as the frosting, and then the tower is decorated with cream cheese frosting, and you cut into it like a cake. So it's probably about, I'm going to say, 25 to 30 layers of bologna with cream cheese frosting between
disgusting.
it.
Absolutely disgusting.
All right, and then the number one is a hot chipped beef dip. You take chipped beef from a can. Never a good thing. Don't ever get your beef from a can.
Right.
Again, you mix it with cream cheese, and then you dip milk and sour cream, onion and green pepper.
Whose list is this?
So this is just from people who have tried disgusting Super Bowl foods.
It's just ways to make you throw up.
It's just ways to make you throw up. It's terrible.
You like White Castle?
I hate White Castle.
Do you?
Yeah, I don't like
Love
it.
White Castle.
Really?
I've been petitioning White Castle to come in my area.
Of course, because you had pictures of you and your little friends from 20 years ago at White Castle.
Yeah, that's it. That's
sitting there.
But that's not what you were supposed to be talking about.
Hey, look, people are joining us.
Oh, you're late.
Hey, guys, come on in. Can I get you anything? Like a watch?
You asshole.
It's the hackiest shit you could ever say. Hey, guys, welcome. Wow. I'm telling you right now, we don't have enough business cards for everybody.
6. We had them made today.
So
there are 6
look at you sitting in the front.
You're going to have to
How
take
you doing,
one,
man?
pass it around.
I remember you from last time. You just never fucking leave me alone. What's your name? Paul. Paul is here. And you are? Linda. This is a podcast. They have a thing now called the internet, Paul. And they have shows on the internet, and you can listen to it, and now you're part of it. Yeah, good to see you, Paul. Yeah, could you sit any closer? I'm a little uncomfortable, but that's fine.